Yo, it's good. Today I'm gonna show you how to read the most underrated confluence out there, which is news, bro. We all know that news impact the market. This is not what the video is about. This is more in depth. Literally, this is a reason why a lot of people get caught up in chops sometimes and don't get it. They don't get why price action is slow sometimes. It's because of news. And it's very simple. I'm literally gonna explain it in Fortnite terms, bro. Literally. Look at this. So I'm gonna go straight into it, bro. Make the video short. Last week, I literally predicted this in a YouTube video, live executing. You can watch my video. We have two major news events: PPI at 8:30, and we have FOMC at 2 p.m. Sounds normal, sounds great. A lot of people love volatility. But in between, we have New York session. And that's the problem. You just don't just read, oh, it's a red folder news, I need to be careful, a little bit more volatile today. No. You need to read the timing, bro, the timing of it. Because it literally tells you exactly what to avoid. And I'm not telling you to avoid the news. I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean by that. When you see this, bro, we have PPI releasing. What is that? What does a news event mean for the market? We're getting more volatile. We displace higher or displace lower, right? When that happens, sounds fine. When that happens, the market, you can see it like an energy, like a gun shooting, all right? Like a pump gun, whatever, like a pump gun shooting. You need to reload it after a specific time. Have you ever seen the market flushing the whole day like crazy, like this, the whole day, before market open, while market open, after market open, news there, new here? No. Market needs to recover. It literally needs to sleep, bro. I'm literally trying to explain this like a kid. It literally needs to sleep. Literally, bro, that simple. It needs to reload before shooting bullets. It needs to reload, that simple, before doing this. Yeah, bro, shoot, bro. So you need to know when this recovery is going to happen. And this recovery is going to happen especially if we know later we need to prepare ourselves for another major news event, FOMC. Market cannot just stay volatile and then continue. It needs to stop somewhere, which is here. That's it. This is not a video about how to make money. This is how to prevent losing money, how to prevent losing from crashing out. Because I know you could see an A+ setup right here. Target the high. You know, this doesn't seem like one, but for example, it would usually hit TP 90% of times. It doesn't. And then you crash out and you're like, whoa, okay, this should deliver now. Now we're bullish. And then you get caught up in the biggest chop and then you hit stop loss after 30 minutes of waiting and being fearful. And then you crash out and then you blame price action. You see people in the comments relate to them. You could literally avoid this by just reading this a little bit more in depth. News before and news after New York open. In between, it needs to rest. It needs to slow down. It's not going to deliver. One last thing though, I genuinely believe I can like use this with own research. I believe that New York Open can shift its timing. First of all, why do we even look at New York Open? Why do we even trade that? We trade it because the beauty of the delivery, the beauty of when we enter, it reacts to SMTs, it reacts to FVGs, to order blocks, whatever you trade, right? That's why we trade New York. But when New York doesn't have a reason or can't be volatile, it will shift its beauty into a major reason, which is FOMC. That's why you see people on social media saying, I'm not gonna trade here, I'm gonna trade here instead of New York, because they know about the secret sauce that FOMC is New York. And by the way, I'm gonna show you FOMC is at 2 p.m. And again, New York Open is at 9:30 a.m. So it really shifts. Okay? This is one way how to read news, bro. It's not just about oh, news gonna come out, you gotta be careful. You need to know how the how the long-term context is. All right, the long-term, like the daily long-term context. Okay, that's it, bro. Of course, there are a lot more combinations with news. If you have like, this is a news that comes up every, I think, 3 weeks, every month, you could avoid. There are many combinations, bro. You could have news like this, unemployment claims, but realistically, here, New York, like, just be logic. I don't need to teach you every single combination, bro. Just say simple. News before market open, okay. A major news. In between, like, there is no in between. We have 10 a.m., but it's orange. You shouldn't care about orange, bro. So just trade normally in this day. We don't need to save up our energy for another major event. Do we have anything here? When we don't have any news, like Mondays, we're not gonna deliver at all, literally. Sometimes yes, but it's rare, bro. I wouldn't risk it. Will literally chop before, right? Like, it will chop before market open, while market open, and after market open. Is my camera recording? Yes. Here, PMI, yesterday. Yeah, no, like 2 days ago. Literally, I would not trade like before 9:45 because it will slow down before the news releases. Just say simple. I would always trade. I would, like, when you know that news is about to release, it will slow down or maybe manipulate people into orders for the news to stop all the orders out and make like money from the news itself. That's it. I think that's fine with the video, bro. Just stay simple with it. Stay logic. If reflect on the news event, the upcoming news event, always for 5 minutes, and be strict with yourself, bro. If you know if it's not a good opportunity, avoid it. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, guys, I can revamp this video. That's it. First time like doing a how-to video, like trying to like kind of teach what I know. So yeah, don't subscribe, don't comment, and see you at the next one. Peace out.